See this is the screen. Can you see this problem number 2?
Yes, sir. Sir, please start recording.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So in tutorial 2, first question is give the order and degree of each of the following PD. So we have already discussed this in your lecture. Second one is which of the following operators are linear. So I have already discussed how to check the linearity of the operator. And next one is classification of PD. It is linear, quasi-linear, non-linear, homogeneous, non-homogeneous. We have already discussed the linear, non-linear, quasi-linear, semi-linear, homogeneous, and non-homogeneous. The next one is show the following are the solution of this differential equation. Okay, and that's then next one, seventh one. Okay, and then eighth one, and then last one. Okay. So yes. So next one is similar to ODE. Let me say the general window general part. Okay. See, in case of OD, if we have this one, let's say this consider simple OD f of x comma y. So solution of this equation, that is y equal to y of x. Okay, let's say this is a solution of differential equation. So if this y equal to yx, it is a solution of this differential equation, then this must satisfy some property. What is first property? The simple one. What is the meaning of solution of differential equation? This y equal to yx is called the solution of the differential equation if this y equal to yx satisfies this OD. Is it clear? So any solution form of this one y equal to yx. If you write any equation, let's say you have already studied this part also, d2y over dx square minus 2 dy over dx plus y equal to let's say just consider, okay, this is 0 part. So can anyone tell me the equation, solution of this equation? What is the solution of this equation? Or let me try for simplification. Okay, follow. What is the solution of this ODE? d2y over dx square minus 2 dy over dx plus y equal to 0. Anybody?
Sir, y is equal to a e to the power 2x plus b e to the power x.
A e raised to power
2x
plus b
e to the power x.
e raised to power x. रूट्स आर नहीं, गलत बोल रहे हो, क्यों होगा?
सर वो ऑक्सिलियरी लेके d स्क्वायर माइनस 2d प्लस 1. अच्छा सॉरी, वो तो 1 ही होगा सर. a e to the power 2x वाला टर्म नहीं आएगा.
e power x.
Then what is the correct answer?
a plus b into e power x.
A plus b
e to the power x.
E to the power.
Sir, a plus bx.
A plus bx.
A plus bx whole multiplied by e raised to x.
Yes, sir.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I have one query regarding this question, this problem. See, okay, so let me consider some simple problem. d2y over dx square. Okay. Plus roots are 2 and 3 minus. Okay, this all, yes. See, for this equation, what is your answer, Vishal? This is the ODE having this answer. Am I right? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for this ODE, you are writing a solution y equal to a e raised to power 2x plus b e raised to power x. Is okay? सही है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, now my query is why you are writing solution of this differential equation in this form? Why? Why you are writing solution of this equation in this form? A into e raised to power 2x plus b into e raised to power x. क्यों लिखा है आपने ये?
Sir, one thing, it is easy to deal with e to the power x when differentiating and integrating.
Okay. So in that case, if you I have this equation d2y over dx square plus y equal to 0, what is the solution of this equation?
This will be d square plus 1 times y. So
A cos x plus
a
b
e to
sin
the
x.
power ix. So yeah,
A cos x
cos
plus b
x
sin
plus
x.
b sin x.
Then why you are using sin and cos here? Why not you are using e here?
So here we'll have to otherwise deal with I, the complex term.
Sir, it is ultimately e raised to power ix, which converts into a cos x plus iota b sin x and.
Okay. So that is my question. Why you are writing the solution of this differential equation in the power of e in terms of exponential function? See, reason of all this thing discussing here is if your properties of ODs are clear, then only you will get some interest in PD. Well, anybody? Why you are writing solution in terms of e raised to power 2x? Can I write a into log 2x here? No. Okay. No idea. So can anybody tell me the solution method, solution procedure to find out the solution of this ODE? What is the procedure to find out the solution of this ODE?
हेलो
Yes.
सर इनिशियल में ई रेस टू एम एक्स कंसिडर करना होता है उसके बाद पुट करके वो इक्वेशन में
E raised to yes बोलो
ई रेस टू एम एक्स
y equal to e raised to power mx then
डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन में पुट करना होता है
put करना होता है then
ऑक्सिलरी इक्वेशन मिलता है उससे उसमें सोल्व करके फिर वो
okay ठीक है बिल्कुल सही है but why we are using this only this y equal to e raised to power mx? It means we are assuming solution y equal to e raised to power mx form, no? And why
Yes, sir.
why we are using solution of only this form? Why not in sin mx, log mx, or x raised to power mx?
Sir, e raised to mx gives the differentiation in the form of e raised to mx only. So it is easier to calculate the answer.
Why e raised to power? Yes, repeat your statement.
So it means cos will give sin, sin will give cos. So we don't we can't exactly add and get a solution, but e raised to mx we can get solution easily because it will give e raised to mx only. So like d2y by dx2 and y can cancel out each other. Just coefficients would change.
Okay, you are close to your division. Okay, so let me explain it. See, in matrix, you have studied one expression. I'm writing here. Ax equal to lambda x. मालूम है कहाँ यूज किया है इस टाइप का एक्सप्रेशन?
Sir, in finding eigenvalues.
In finding eigenvalues and
Eigenvectors.
Characteristic equation.
Of what? Eigenvalues and eigenvector
Of the given matrix.
Given matrix. See, what is the property of this eigenvector? See, in left hand side.
So those are the vectors which won't
matrix
change.
And here we have vector, and what is on that right hand side? What we have?
The
same vector
and characteristic.
Constant here. Lambda is constant. It is not a vector. Okay, it is scalar. You can say it is scalar. Lambda is scalar. See, so you can say if you compare both sides, then you can say this matrix is converted into the form of scalar. Okay, so this vector X is called eigenvector, and this lambda is called eigenvalue. So related to this one, I have one more question because it was asked in some interview in last interview in our department. Can a matrix have zero eigenvector? Not eigenvalue, eigenvalue can maybe zero. I'm talking about eigenvector. Can a matrix have zero eigenvector?
Sir, this equation will be fulfilled, but I'm not sure. Sir, this equation by itself, that will be fulfilled because if X is the zero vector, then we'll...
So what is your answer? Yes. The
So
matrix
not
can
sure.
have zero eigenvector.
Sir, I have not heard of it, so probably not.
That is okay, but what is your intuition?
So it shouldn't be.
It should be. Anybody else?
So no, it shouldn't be because it will be satisfying for all values of lambda. So we won't be able to find eigenvalue for it.
Okay. Your answer is no.
Yes, sir. The answer is no.
Anybody else?
No, sir.
Why?
सर मैट्रिक्स के जो आइगन वेक्टर्स है तो लीनियर इंडिपेंडेंट होते हैं ना. जीरो वेक्टर होगा तो दूसरे के
यस, जीरो होगा तो क्या होगा?
उसको फिर नहीं चाहिए.
Yes, continue. If one vector is zero, then what will happen?
लीनियर कॉम्बिनेशन में चार नहीं ले सकते चार.
लीनियर कॉम्बिनेशन फाइंड नहीं कर सकते. लीनियर कॉम्बिनेशन फाइंड कर सकते हैं, क्या प्रॉब्लम है? जीरो वेक्टर है तो.
एल आई जब लीनियर कॉम्बिनेशन होगा तो एल आई सारे कांस्टेंट जीरो होने चाहिए, लेकिन जीरो वाले वेक्टर में नहीं होना चाहिए. मतलब वो तो कोई भी कांस्टेंट ले सकते हैं उस लीनियर कॉम्बिनेशन में होगा.
Okay, so in your set, if one vector is zero, then set will be Li or Ld? If there is one zero vector in set, one
सर
element is
एक्चुअली लैम्डा अनडिफाइंड हो जाएगा उसके लिए, ऐसा होना चाहिए क्योंकि ए आइगन वेक्टर जीरो आइगन वेक्टर के लिए, क्योंकि ए जीरो इक्वल टू लैम्डा जीरो, तो लैम्डा की कोई भी फिर मतलब वैल्यू हो सकती है ऐसे तो.
Can anybody tell me the definition of eigenvalue and eigenvector? Definition of eigenvalue and eigenvector of any square matrix. बोलो, कोई आइडिया किसी को? Okay, you have freedom. You can search on internet and read the definition of eigenvalue and eigenvector.
Sir, in the definition, it is mentioned that it has to be a non-zero vector.
Read the definition. Because see, my intention not to just check your memory. My intention is to know the basic things of this topic. Okay, basic things related to eigenvalue and eigenvector. Because you can read the definition from internet.
Okay, so it's written that an eigenvector or characteristic vector of a linear transformation is a non-zero vector that changes by a scalar factor.
No, don't read for linear transformation. That is a different thing. Not different thing. That is also related to this one. Read it for matrix, eigenvalues and eigenvector of matrix.
Okay, for a it will be the same thing, only any transformation can be written as a matrix also. So it is a non-zero vector that changes by a scalar factor, then that matrix is multiplied to it. And the corresponding eigenvalue denoted by lambda is the factor by which the eigenvector is scaled.
कहाँ से पढ़ रहे हो डेफिनेशन ये?
सर विकिपीडिया से ही पढ़ रहा हूँ.
ठीक है. अच्छा, नेक्स्ट में बताओ. इसी में आंसर आपका है, आप इसी में आंसर निकलेगा. ठीक है, सही बोल रहे हो, नॉन जीरो होगा, लेकिन वहां से क्लियर नहीं है.
ओके
मैं बोलना चाह रहा हूँ क्यों वेक्टर नॉन जीरो होगा. डेफिनेशन में यूज कर दिया नॉन जीरो वेक्टर.
ओके वैसे
नॉन जीरो वेक्टर डेफिनेशन में होगा, बट सी आपको सब मालूम है, लेकिन आपने कोई ध्यान नहीं दिया उसको. नॉर्मली हम चीजें ऑब्जर्व नहीं करते हैं. टीचर ने जो पढ़ाया, जो बुक में जो लिखा किया, और मेनली हम मेथड्स पढ़ते हैं, उसको डिटेल नहीं पढ़ते हैं. ये मैट्रिक्स है, आप इससे आइगनवैल्यू कैसे फाइंड करोगे? आप बता सकते हो? तो मैट्रिक्स ए है, उसकी आइगनवैल्यू कैसे फाइंड करते हैं? बोला ऑलरेडी कर
वो डिटर्मिनेंट a minus lambda i
a minus lambda i equal to
0.
क्यों करते हैं इसको 0? आइगनवैल्यू फाइंड करने के लिए हम इसको ये इक्वेशन क्यों यूज करते हैं? यूज करते हैं बिल्कुल सही, बट क्यों यूज करते हैं? एनीबॉडी? जो भी आपको मालूम है वो आंसर बोले. डिस्कशन है, एग्जाम नहीं है कि आप मार्क्स कर देंगे.
ऊपर वाली जो x इक्वल टू लैम्डा x है ना, इसी को लेफ्ट में ले जाके कॉमन लेते हैं ना.
हाँ, बोलो कंटिन्यू करो.
तो फिर सर मतलब इसमें i फिर को कॉमन निकाल लेते हैं और फिर x आ जाता है इधर कॉमन.
हाँ,
तो फिर
इसको हम ये लिख दिया. ठीक है, बिल्कुल सही है. अब बोलो.
इक्वल टू 0.
हाँ,
अब ये जो है मतलब अगर वैसे आप बोल ही रहे हो कि आइगन वैल्यू की डेफिनेशन में उन्होंने यूज किया हुआ है, तो फिर इसको 0 नहीं होना चाहिए.
हाँ,
तो फिर a माइनस लेमडा i 0 होगा इसका डिटर्मिनेंट. तो उसी से लेमडा निकलता है.
डिटरमिनेंट 0 होगा मैट्रिक्स का. क्यों 0 होगा? इट इज सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशन. ओके, इट इज होमोजेनियस सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशन b इक्वल टू 0. यस, यू आर राइट. So the system equation b is equal to 0. So in case of homogeneous system of equation, non-zero solution will exist only if determinant of b is 0. Okay, if determinant of b is non-zero, solution of this equation will be 0. आपको मालूम होगा system equation we have only two case: zero solution or non-zero solution. Zero solution is all non-zero. Zero solution is also called as unique solution or trivial solution, and this is also called as many solution. पढ़ा हुआ आपने. determinant of b is 0. Let's say we have two equation, and if coefficient matrix is non-zero, it means two equation are independent. So if you have two variable, two equation means first equation. In case of this one, let me write here. a1x plus a2y equal to 0, and next one is b1x plus b2y equal to 0. It is 2 cross 2 system. Okay, so first equation, this represent a line passing through origin, and second also represent a line passing through origin. So at least this 0, it is always solution. 0 is always solution of this equation, but if second line coincides with first one, or if both the line coincides, then you'll have many solutions, and that is only possible if A1 over B1 equal to A2 over B2, and this means A1 B2 minus B1 A2 equal to 0, or if you write in matrix form, then it will be your A1 A2 B1 B2. So these two rows will be dependent if rank of this matrix is 1. So if rank of this matrix is 1, this determinant will be 0. Okay, so in that case, both the line will coincide. So both the line will coincide means we will have some non-zero solution also. 0 is always solution. So except 0, we'll have some non-zero solution also. So for the non-zero solution of any homogeneous system of equation, coefficient of determinant matrix must be 0. That's why we consider this one A minus lambda I equal to 0. Lambda is unknown here. So our aim is to find out the value of lambda such that A minus lambda I equal to 0. If it is not 0, then this vector x will be 0 vector. But in the definition of eigenvalue and eigenvector, definition is let A be a matrix of order n, a square matrix of order n. Then if there exists some non-zero scalar, non-zero vector x and scalar lambda such that Ax equal to lambda x, then lambda is called eigenvalue of matrix A and x is called corresponding eigenvector. Corresponding eigenvector means eigenvector corresponding to eigenvalue lambda. So it is already mentioned in definition. Your vector x must be non-zero. So eigenvector cannot be 0. Only basis on that definition only we assume this condition, determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. Okay, because see, matrix A is non-zero matrix. Determinant of matrix is, see, determinant of matrix may be 0 or non-zero, there is no problem, but this lambda must satisfy this equation Ax equal to lambda x, or we can write it A minus lambda I x equal to 0. So this x is eigenvector, it is non-zero, so this will be non-zero only if determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. Okay, this is the procedure. So this was about eigenvalue. So eigenvalue means if your operator, matrix is operator. Okay, you have already studied in linear algebra. You can convert matrix as a linear transformation or linear transformation as a matrix. So transformation will be operator if your range and domain both are in same vector space. So in case of this matrix is also this is operator, but you can say transformation. So this is transformation here, or matrix operator here, and here this is scalar lambda. So some operator here, transformation into vector equal to scalar into vector. Then this scalar is called eigenvalue and this vector is called eigenvector. In the same way we have the definition for eigenvalues and eigenfunction. Okay, what is the meaning of eigenfunction? So same way eigenfunction means, let's say we have some operator, let's say this f is some operator, and we are operating any function f. Then if it is equal to lambda into f, then this lambda is called eigenvalue of this operator and this f is called corresponding eigenfunction. Okay, so can you give the example of any eigenvalue, eigenfunction or an operator? अब यूज करते हो, frequently यूज किया आपने. Example of any operator and its eigenfunction. बोलो, बहुत यूज किया, +2 से यूज करते आ रहे हो.
So we can use the differentiation wala operation or e to the power x ले लेते हैं.
Derivative operator in eigenfunction.
Sir, e to the power x ले लेते हैं.
Yes, e raised to power mx. क्या होगा आपका ये? That is m into e raised to power
mx.
See, here d is operator, but here m is scalar. Okay, and this function is same here. So this for this derivative operator e raised to power mx is eigenfunction. Okay, not only for derivative, for integral also exponential functions are eigenfunction. So that's why. See what will happen now. See, if you have equation, let us consider this equation d2y over dx square minus 3dy over dx plus 2y equal to 0. Okay, e raised to power mx is eigenfunction of derivative. So we'll put this eigenfunction here. This m may be any value. M is your, in this, just like in previous case, lambda is your eigenvalue. So it is unknown here. In the same way, this m is unknown here. So e raised to power mx, it is eigenfunction. So if you put eigenfunction here in this operator, so d is operator, d square is also operator, I is also operator. So this e raised to power mx is eigenfunction for d, not only for d, linear combination of all the order of all the derivatives of different order. Last time discussed here, if your L1 is operator, L2 is operator, then alpha L1 plus beta L2 is also a linear operator. Here, that is also true for derivative one. So I'll put y equal to e raised to power mx here. So if I put y equal to e raised to power mx here, so it will be your m square minus 3m plus 2 into e raised to power mx equal to 0. Okay. So now this is your algebraic equation now. It is not differential equation, it is algebraic equation. So first term into second term equal to 0. So e raised to power mx, it is never 0. So this implies m square minus 3m plus 2 equal to 0. So from here, what is the value of m? M equal to 2 and 1. Am I right? 1 and 2. Okay. So for m equal to 2 and m equal to 1, means e raised to power 2x and e raised to power x, both are the solution of this differential equation. So e raised to power x as well as e raised to power 2x, that is solution of this differential equation. Okay. And see, you have already studied in linear algebra, solution of any linear homogeneous ordinary differential equation forms a vector space. Okay. So for this differential equation, this is a basis for solution space. This is for solution space. Okay. Solution space means set of vector space of all the solutions of the given differential equation. So e raised to power x, e raised to power 2x. These are two elements in the vector space, basis of the vector space of the solution space of the differential equation. So now, if you have basis of any vector space, then element of vector space will be linear combination of element of basis. So solution, y is solution, means any one element in solution space, that is linear combination of element of basis. That's why we write y equal to c1 e raised to power x plus c2 e raised to power 2x. For different value of c1, c2, you will get different value. Okay. These two vector forms a basis. So linear combination of these two function. So linear combination of these two functions will give each and every element in the solution space of this differential equation. Okay. So this is the basic why we write this solution of differential equation in terms of e raised to power x. In case of, see, all this form of solution, that's in case of sine and cosine, that is also due to this e part. Because if your solution is, let's say value of m is complex, let's say this m is alpha minus I beta, so solution will be c1 e raised to power alpha plus I beta x, because it is one root. The second e2 c2 e raised to power alpha minus I beta x. So if you remember the solution, form of the solution, if root is alpha I plus minus I beta, मालूम है किसी को? Can anybody tell me the solution of this equation? If your m is this one, or in differential equation is this is the root of auxiliary equation. Then solution of equation, बोलो, नहीं मालूम? E raised to power alpha x, c1 e raised to power I beta x plus c2 e raised to power minus I beta x. Okay. Now you can write this part. I beta x means cos beta x plus I sin beta x. In the same way here, it will be cos beta x minus I sin beta x. So finally, it will be c1 plus I c2 into cos beta x plus c1 minus I c2 into sine beta x. So C1 plus C is constant, I is constant, C2 is constant, and finally it will be C1 plus I C2 cos beta x. It will remain same here, plus C1 minus I C2 sine beta x. So it is constant. You can write here A, you can write here B. Okay. And if alpha is not here, just like this, for an example we discuss here, d square plus 1 y equal to 0. So in this case, m equal to plus minus iota, alpha is 0, so this part will be 1, and beta is 1, so cos beta x, some constant to cos beta x plus some constant to sine beta x. So all these solutions are written in terms of exponential. Then they are simplified in other form. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have one more query. So in this equation, in this solution of this equation, see here we have only one root of auxiliary equation in this equation. Then why you are writing solution in this form, a plus bx into e raised to power x? Do you want to discuss on this one, or you can you will search it on internet?
Differential equation of second order. So we need to have two solutions which are linearly independent of each other. So
Yes.
that is why here m square minus 2m plus 1 is going to give two equal roots. M equals 1 and 1. So e power x and e power x are actually going to be the solutions. But since we want it to be linearly independent, we will write it in the form a plus bx into e power x.
Then why x only here? Your answer is correct, because it is differential equation of order 2. Then dimension of solution space will be 2. Means we require two functions in the basis of solution space. Means there must be two linearly independent solutions. Okay, so one solution is e raised to power x. Root are equal to e raised to power x, e raised to power x, but both are same. Means we have only one vector in basis, so we require another vector in basis also. One more vector in basis. So here we are considering x into, sorry, e raised to power x into e raised to power x. Now my question is, why you are using x here, only x here? E raised to power x and x into e raised to power x, both are linearly independent. Okay, and obviously this is also a solution. This is also a solution. So what is the reason we are using only x here? Okay, it is obvious. Both are linearly independent, both are solution of this differential equation. But are there any other solution or other options to replace this x? X ही क्यों लिखा हमने यहाँ पे? So we cannot write it randomly, or we cannot write it using trial and error method. Okay, it is not written. You just put any value and check it whether it is linearly independent or not, and whether it is satisfied or not.
For polynomials in two dimensional 1 and x.
Yes, yes, yes. Polynomial. बोले क्या? तो सोचा आपने क्यों लिख रहे हैं हम ऐसे? Not only for two one. If you have let's say this equation b minus 1 4 y equal to 0. So solution of this equation will be c1 plus c2x plus c3 x square plus c4 x cube into e raised to power x. Okay, means solution means in eigen solution space we have this vector x e raised to power x, x into e raised to power x, x square into e raised to power 2x, and x cube into e raised to power, sorry, x. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 function in basis of solution space of this differential equation. These 4 are linearly independent, as well as these 4 are the solution of the differential equation. The query is why we are using only this form, these polynomials only.
The case that for a polynomial, sir, I'm not sure, but for polynomials, like if we want to find the basis of a polynomial space, the easiest way is to take 1x, x square, so on up to x power n, whatever order we want. Standard basis, yes sir. Like for the polynomials.
That is okay. These are standard basis. That is okay. But can we use some other basis, some other functions here? Rather than x, can we use some other thing?
So I think it will
Sin x, sin 2x, or can we use 1 by x, 1 by x square, 1 by x cube? Polynomial क्यों यूज किया? कोई तो रीजन होगा. See, vector space or solution space. See, first because see it is differential equation. So thing is, first we'll study differential equation, then we'll relate it with linear algebra. Okay. So first thing, yes. So this is observation. It is a differential equation, and solution of this differential equation form a vector space. Okay. Then conclusion was derived that if you have a homogeneous linear homogeneous differential equation, linear homogeneous ordinary differential equation, then its solution space is also a vector space. But पहले स्टडी डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन पहले स्टडी हुआ है, तो सॉल्यूशन पहले फाइंड किए हैं. बोलो जो भी आपके मन में जो भी आइडिया हो बोलो. ऐसा है कि जो आपने याद पढ़ा है या जो आपको पढ़ा है वही आपको क्या लगता है क्यों होना चाहिए?
सर क्योंकि डिफरेंशिएशन के बाद वो टर्म अपन एलिमिनेट कर सकते हैं ताकि वो ओरिजिनल जो गिवन ओडी वो सेटिस्फाई करे.
गिवन ओडी सेटिस्फाई करे. इसका मतलब कि बाकी टर्म जो सॉल्यूशन ये कंक्लूड किया होगा कि सॉल्यूशन इस फॉर्म में होगा, तो उसने बाकी फॉर्म भी ट्राई की होंगी. क्या लगता है आपको? मतलब क्यों जिसने भी ट्राई किया होगा कुछ ना कुछ प्रोसीजर तो अप्लाई किया होगा ना, तो आपको क्या लगता है क्या प्रोसीजर अप्लाई किया होगा? आप जस्ट सोचो मतलब कैसे ये ड्राइव किया होगा. क्या आप कुछ ना कुछ तो फीलिंग आती है ना क्या यार ये चीज ऐसे हुई है, कैसे क्या होगा, उसने क्या सोचा होगा, आपको क्या लगता है? जिसको आपको पूछना है, सही गलत है उससे मतलब नहीं है. ठीक है, जो भी आपको लगता हो वो बताओ. थिंकिंग डेवलप करना है आपका. कभी सोचा इस बारे में कि क्यों क्यों एक्स लिख रहे हैं, क्यों एक्स वाई लिख रहे हैं? जिसने लिखा है जिसने कंक्लूड किया होगा कि एक्स लिख रहे हैं, कुछ ना कुछ तो सोचा होगा उसने. रैंडमली किया होगा, हिट एंड ट्रायल मेथड यूज किया होगा. क्या लगता है आपको? ये सारी चीजें हमारे उसमें पीडी में एक्सटेंड होंगी. बोलो. इसी का प्रियंका, पूर्वा, वत्सल, नकुल, सौभाग्य, बोलो. क्या चीज माइंड में आ रहा है? कुछ तो आ रहा होगा ना माइंड में कि ये चीज सोची होगी उन्होंने. बोलो कुछ तो बोलो. विशाल, नहीं आइडिया?
नो आइडिया सर. सर बहुत खास तो नहीं समझ आ रहा.
क्या लगता है मतलब जस्ट माइंड में क्लिक किया होगा, लिख दिया है, कुछ ना कुछ तो क्या होगा ना उसने. हिट एंड ट्रायल्स किया होगा, कुछ किया होगा.
Based on observations maybe.
ऑब्जर्वेशन से किया होगा. ठीक है, गुड. वही ना आपको.
सर वैसे एक चीज तो है कि अगर हम जैसे उसको एक बार डिफरेंशिएट करें तो वो जैसे कि a प्लस बी एक्स ई टू द पावर एक्स है, उसको अगर हम लोग एक बार डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं तो वो a ई टू द पावर एक्स वाले फॉर्म में आ जाता है. मतलब
तो मतलब आपका कहना है कि शायद उसने हिट एंड ट्रायल यूज किया होगा.
सर हिट एंड ट्रायल तो नहीं, कुछ तो मेथड होगा, लेकिन सर मतलब जैसे कि उसको डिफरेंशिएट करने पर हमारे पास
कुछ ना कुछ प्रोसीजर है जो हमें नहीं मालूम है. ठीक है, ये बहुत सारा ना.
हाँ सर.
ठीक, गुड. वही मैं पूछा कि आपको क्या लगता है. नहीं पता उसे एक्सेप्ट करने कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. अब मेरा पहले पता, मैं क्लास में बोलता नहीं मुझे नहीं पता है, कि जब तक हम एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे हमें नहीं पता है तब तक हम सीख नहीं पाएंगे. ठीक है, ना सीखने का सबसे बड़ा रीजन ये होता है कि हम माइंड में बैठा हम जानते हैं, जहां माइंड में आ गया हम जानते हैं, मुझे तब सीखने के सारे रास्ते बंद हो गए, कुछ नहीं सीख सकते उसके पास। नहीं आता है, बहुत जो ये बोलता है मुझे कुछ नहीं आता है, समझो ही इज वेरी गुड लर्नर। ओके ठीक है, चलो मैं जो मुझे मालूम है बताता हूँ मैं आपको। ओके, फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या थी आपकी, डी स्क्वायर, ठीक है, विल कम +1 y इक्वल टू 0। ओके, ये क्वेश्चन थे ना, सॉल्यूशन आपका y इक्वल टू a e रेज़ टू पावर x प्लस b x e रेज़ टू पावर x। सेम इक्वेशन है ना? यस, डी स्क्वायर माइनस 2dy प्लस y प्लस 1। इज इट ओके? बोलो।
Yes, sir.
हाँ,
Yes.
d माइनस 1 होल स्क्वायर y इक्वल टू 0 लिख सकते हैं ना? Now I'm writing it d minus 1 into d minus 1 y equal to 0. Simple calculation mathematics से कुछ नहीं है. Now let's say this is u. Okay. Now this equation is du over dx minus u equal to 0. What's the solution of this equation? Anybody? Solution of this equation? U equal to?
Sir, a e to the power x.
A e raised to power x. बिल्कुल सही है. This is your u. But what is u? U is d minus 1 y. That is equal to a e raised to x. So what is d minus 1 y? It is dy over dx minus y equal to a e raised to power x. So this equation is, this is called linear differential equation of order 1. Okay. What is the solution? What is the method to find out the solution of this equation? प्रीम का लास्ट क्लास में शायद आपने एग्जांपल दिया था इसका लीनियर के लिए. बोलो सॉल्यूशन कैसे फाइंड करेंगे? What is the procedure to find out the solution of this differential equation?
So integrating factor.
Yes. What is the integrating factor of this equation?
E raised to minus x.
E raised to power?
Minus x.
Yeah.
d.
Now solution. Solution. Y into integrating factor equal to integral of
Sir, q times.
Q is your a raised to power x.
Sir, times the integrating factor.
Dx
with respect to
plus some constant of integration.
Sir.
What is the value of this integration? Bolo.
So simply ax.
Ax plus b. What is the value of y now? Is it clear now?
Yes.
Sir.
Okay. See, if it is order 3, then we'll do the same thing. Okay. Now, if it is order 3, then for next part, this will be your q. Okay, and the left hand side will be same in the same form. The integrating factor will also be e raised to power minus x. So if you multiply this integral part, this part will be ax plus b into e raised to power x into e raised to power minus a, that is integrating factor. So this in integration it will be only ax plus b, integral of ax plus b, and obviously we'll have one more constant here. So integral of ax plus b, that will be ax squared by 2 plus bx. Okay, so by 2 which is in the denominator, that will be incorporated with constant a. So this actual polynomial will be this actual polynomial will be ax squared by 2 plus bx plus c. Okay, but a by 2, that is also constant. That's why it is written some constant into x square plus some constant into s plus some constant. It is of degree 4. Then it will be actual polynomial will be a x cube by factorial 3. Okay, because we have to again integrate it. Okay, so but factorial 3 constant upon factorial 3, that is again constant. This is a region. In case of equal root, we have polynomial in multiplication here. See, in the same way, if you don't want to relate your this one of the root and these two functions e to power s2x with linear algebra, then again, if you write this equation in factor form, so it will be your d minus 1, d minus 2, y equal to 0, just assume it u, so it will be d minus 1, u equal to 0, then you will get the same solution in some constant into e raised to power x and some constant into e raised to power 2x. Okay, so this is the way. So now, kahan the hum? Okay, so 10:30 class है भी आपकी?
Yes, so it seems Shailesh sir has already started a meeting.
Okay, then ठीक है, फिर नेक्स्ट उसमें डिस्कस करेंगे.
Okay, thank you, sir.